Hello everybody. Today I will conduct a little experiment. I've always wondered what the difference would be painting with a black undercoat and a white undercoat. And as you probably know, my main focus is painting my Vampire Counts army. So today I will try to paint these two guys. Sorry. And I will try to paint one of them with a black undercoat and one of them with a white undercoat, and then I'll try to paint them up. And as you can see, I've also included two different types of plastic. I figure that the most common plastic now is the dark gray, but as I have some rather old miniatures, some of my plastic is also the lighter color, and I'll try to see if I can if this is visible during the undercoat, which I seriously doubt, but nevertheless I have to try. And yeah, but most important, what is the difference on a black undercoat versus a white undercoat on these two skeletons, which are fairly white once finished. So I'll undercoat these guys and return. Okay, so now I have primed both models. Uh, Sorry for the light, because actually the one on the white one on the right is actually white with a vague tone of. You can see the spear is a seems to be a different type of white, but it's actually the same. But I will try to base coat the skeleton, the bone parts, with the sandry dust, and we'll see how the outcome is. I'll revert once it's done. So guys, I've just painted the skeletons with a base of sandry dust, and as you can see, of course the one with the black undercoat is a bit darker than the one with the white undercoat. Yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just gonna paint the spears and the shields up just for comparison purposes. I will paint them the same way. And once this is done, I will probably give the entire both miniatures, a wash of Nuln oil, I think. But I will just my first step will be to paint the spears and the shields up. See you when it's done. Okay, y'all. Now I've just painted the spears and shields. I've chosen to paint all the wood with the same color, bestial brown. I've given the red on the shields a Micrid red, sorry. And again, the bone on the shield I also paint with sandry dust. All the metal was painted with chainmail. Sorry, bulk on metal. Sorry, and you can also see here that the wood part is also a bit darker than on the undercoated black model than the undercoated white model. Yeah, so okay, I'm going to give it practically the entire model a wash of Nuln oil to so we can see all the crevices, and I'll be back once it's done. So at this point I've given the entire both models a wash of non-oil black wash, and as you can see, it's the model on the left that was primed white. It's actually still a bit lighter than the one that was primed black. Even the spears, they have both been painted with the same brown, and the one on the left is sorry about the iPhone focus. The one on the left is still a bit lighter than the one on the right. But yeah, for now I'm going to let the wash dry, and we'll have a look at it once it's dry. I'll see you when it's dry. Yeah. Okay, so now models have dried, and the first thing I'm going to do is give the all the raised areas of the bone the same color as I began with, the sandy dust, and I'll see you when it's done. So the skeletons has been kind of highlighted with the same color as I used for the bone base, which is sandy dust, and as you can see, the one that started out with the white highlight is the one on the right, and it's getting harder to tell the difference on the skeletons. Again, I'm sorry for the continuous focus thing that my iPhone has, but okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the bone with the screaming skull, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So as you can see, I've highlighted the models very quickly with the screaming skull, and now it's very hard to see the difference between the black and the white primed. I think at least it's not that the color tone is not that far from each other with the black undercoat and white one undercoat. So now I'm just gonna apply the last details and the highlights to the metal and stuff like that, and some white, I think, on the very edge of some of the bone and the wooden staffs, and then I will revert. So the models are completely done, except for the base, of course. But so again, sorry for the focus. I've just it may be a little bit hard to see in this slide, but actually I highlighted the very edges of the bone with the skull white across the eyes, and actually the eye, and some of the bone on the most forepart of the skeleton. The wooden staff has been touched up with the same base color as I created them with, the bestial brown. Just a kind of, let's see if it can focus a bit. Yeah, maybe hard to see, but just on the very not on the edges of the spear, but on the center part of the staff. Then I did then I tried the riser rust. I applied the riser rust and the typhus corrosion technical paints. These two guys. First the typhus corrosion around the shields, on all the metal on the spearheads. And once it was dry, I dry brushed it with the riser rust on all the metal parts. And yeah, we can focus a bit, yeah. And then I just did a small amount of chainmail by kind of painting on the with the side of the brush on all the edges, not the tip of the brush but the side of the brush. And yeah, that's the skeletons. And the conclusion, at least for my part, is that the skeleton that was primed cast black is a bit darker than the one with the skull white undercoat, but it's not that much of a difference. As you can see, especially here, that's the white primed skeleton and the cast black primed skeleton. And yeah, I don't know which one I like best, but yeah, so now we've done the test. Thank you for watching.